And I look back at my career now and I think about there was a girl who hit me up about a year and a half ago one night. I hadn't spoken to her in a long time. She got my number from a friend of mine in Boulder. And she was saying that she was thinking about me, that I was always sweet when I was with her, but she could always tell I wasn't boyfriend material. And she goes, it was a shame because I really liked you. And we spoke for a little while. Like I said, I was married to comedy at that time. I was in such a hole in my personal life that stand up was all I had. And
Yeah.
whether it was a bombing or a good set, it's better than sitting on your couch. Whether I bombed or had a good set, it was way better than staying home. Plus, I got a better chance of getting cocaine if I went out. There ain't no cocaine in your kitchen. You know what I'm saying? You're just not going to find it under the pot. So,
Oh, and the thing that like the way I feel now, it's not that like I don't want to spend time with my girlfriend. It's not like that you didn't want. It's not like you hated
no.
your girlfriends, but it's just there's not even for 5 minutes like that feel. And I don't know about you because like for you, you're like you're a calm person when we hang out, but like you're like an extrovert in a way, like kind of 50-50. I'm a full on introvert, but there's something about me when I get on the stage. I'm not yelling. I don't have like the stage presence or whatever that you do, but I don't have the second thoughts or like the doubt that I have in real life. I don't know what it is. It doesn't. And I'll say there was a girl in Plano who just had her tits out and everything front row. And I would have never even looked at her in real life, but I made a joke about tits and I said, not as good as yours. And like it was good. It was, they loved it, but like, I would have never said that to her in normal day life, but there's something about that I feel getting on stage that for some reason I can say it.
It becomes an altered ego. It's crazy how my alter ego was me in real life. But when I went on stage, believe it or not, the alter ego I had on stage wouldn't say the shit that I would say in real life.
Wow.
So
I mean, you've talked about it. Yeah.
My alter ego, I wouldn't talk about abortion and I wouldn't talk about fucking Nazi and Jews. That was never going to be coming out of my mouth. So for people who say they have all this freedom with stand-up, I still had personal beliefs that I didn't want to talk about on stage. And those were the two of them. And you build around it. It's so weird that the journey that is stand-up comedy, whether you're doing improv, whether you're a writer, it's you need to get beat up a little bit to realize your real value. And it could take a long time or it could take a short time. It's really up to you what you want to do with this. And that's anything in life. That's anything.
But
So
like
I knew I wanted to be a junkie and I wanted to do comedy. I didn't want real life. I didn't want to be responsible. I had a P.O. box and a pager. What does that tell you about somebody? I don't want nobody bothering me. I'm on a mission from Satan here, and I was doing triple runs and all these things. But looking back at it now, yeah, I was married to it.
Do you regret it?
Yes and no.
What parts do you regret?
I regret that I forgot what a life was like. That's why people are in shock right now. Like, you're not doing stand-up. Because after the pandemic, I remembered what life was like. I never had a fucking life, guys. I haven't had a life since 1979. All right? Now, that's the truth. That's the honest to God truth. I haven't had a home. So it's just really weird how things fucking just work themselves out. I didn't have a home. So for the first time after the pandemic, I came here and I was like, I enjoy watching TV with her. I enjoy doing all these things. Tonight, we're going to go see The Equalizer, her and I.
Oh, it's out already?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is out. Fuck yeah.
She wants to fucking go see it. So, she's 10, but she likes Man on Fire, and this Equalizer, whatever it's fucking called, reunites her and him.
Oh, so, she's in it?
Yeah.
That little girl's in it? Oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no Mexicans this time. Just straight up blonde and fucking Then I think Denzel's killing Russians in this time. You know, he ain't going after Mexicans, thank God.
Oh, the Mexicans have had it hard enough. Oh, that's so cool. Like, yeah, that's when it's been really cool. Like we went like, I don't know, maybe a year without seeing each other. And then I come down like every 60 to 90 days. What you and Mercy have is very, very cool.
Listen, man, I had a chance at being a dad. I blew it, and I didn't want to blow this one. This meant more to me than anything in the world. So, you know, listen, she's already starting. She's going to be 11 in January. She's already got girlfriends coming over. And, you know, today I took her to lunch. She had a white skirt on with a green blouse. You know, I thought she was going to play fucking tennis. I thought she was going to the U.S. Open or some shit. And the truth of the matter is she's getting older. And yes, we still hang together. But in time, she's going to be apart. I'll force her to do little things. You know, I drive her to MMA. I drive her to a few things. You know, tomorrow I got to go clothes shopping with her. You know, I take her to a couple different stores, and my wife takes her to the more personal stuff. I'm enjoying it. Do I miss anything? Not at all. I do not miss being involved in a strike, which we'll get to, because I'm sure a lot of people want to see what our views on the strike. And the no bail shit in LA, like, I'm very happy down here. I don't go up north a lot. I don't go up to the city at all, basically. You know, I have a life down here. My job is a podcast now. I'm going to start rewriting a book. I'm going to start writing a book on comedy, on the journey, on the psychology of it, you know. When you see a picture, it's a picture, but then you go see Roger Clemens pitch live. And it wasn't that his pitching was so good as his psychology of the game. And I think
what do you mean by that?
He would fucking terrorize batters with intimidation. His body language, he never smiled on the mound. It was all a psychological attack on the batter. After he would throw the ball, he would walk towards the batter to try to fuck with him. And while he walked back, he would keep his eye on the batter. It was mental warfare.
And you think that got in their heads?
You bet your fucking ass. He didn't win the Cy Young Award because, you know, and this, I've watched how people have used a certain, it's not psychology. I've watched how people have stuck to a code and they flourish that way, i.e. Led Zeppelin. His manager did something that nobody ever did before. He would get paid up front for the shows. He wouldn't let them do any TV shows, no fucking midnight special, none of that stuff. He had a code.
Welcome back to Syatt!